All praises to Yahweh.
Documents is in the back. I have them in the back. This is the
title of that.
I'm sorry.
What's the title of that document?
Where it's considered 1A through. Okay. Okay.
Magistrate Struggle. Wait. Camille has go ahead. He's not supposed to use those because I had signed for him to help me with Social Security a couple of years ago, and he still had
several years ago.
He took her medical.
She's very afraid of this information. I still have it. I was signed
for it. She has
for
her medical record.
That's the HIPAA law.
Well, let me.
No, I was
finish his argument, then we'll listen to you.
Okay. All right. In where Cincinnati Behavioral Health Services Adult Diagnosis Assessment is spelled out clearly Angela Savage's history of abuse and maltreatment with things like, and I'm going to go to the particular records.
This is 2015. Do you have any?
So right here, I got the records of her abuse because the grandmother is very abusive. I got that. Let me show y'all. Let me show you. I better let me show you. Let's just get down there. Right here. And let's continue though. This is what it says.
Yes, I definitely have more current, but what I want to show is some consistency.
All I want to see is 2020.
Oh, you want to see 2020 ma'am?
Yeah, because we've already appointed her guardian, and there have been no allegations of abuse.
Right.
So we're starting with the present. So give me 2020. If you don't have 2020, I'm not using this.
Okay, she says she's not using this unless it's from 2020. Now let me show you how corrupt that is, because her abuse, she's been going through this abuse since she was a little girl by her mother. Her mother's been abusing her, and it's all documented on this document. And for her to say, well, you know, I just want to have 2020. I just need stuff from 2020, or, you know, but her diagnostic is being emotionally abused by a parent her whole life. So she's still dealing with this. But let's continue though. Let's continue.
Ma'am, remember this is a vast history of abuse, ma'am. This is a bad history. It has not stopped. And, you know, and in fact,
that's why I'm saying.
And in fact, I have a motion to strike expert evaluation because my motion is because of this place. All right, ma'am. And for you not to take my evidence.
I don't have objections to anything. I'm asking for current information.
Ma'am, when it comes down to this particular information right here, this right here is talking about the history, and I want to address the history of abuse.
The present?
Not the present abuse, because I'm away. I'm away from them. I'm talking about the history of abuse.
What I'm saying to you, Mr. Israel, is I'm striking this evidence. If you can't tie it to 2020, you can move on. So what's your next point in your document?
Okay, so right here, she says she's striking this evidence, right? What does the evidence say? Camille identified with difficult childhood. She was bullied in school. She had a lack of emotional support by her mother. The same when I'm going, second grade through the high school, Camille reports she struggled learning in comprehensive school. Camille struggled with her mother. She's sensitive to a condition, called her names and become verbally abusive. Camille reports that she's kicked out of her mom's home due to conflicts. Okay, so right here is showing the emotional abuse. Let me show you some more abuse that magistrate wants. She wants to go around. Let's see number 2. What does it say? Angela Saturday is noted to be verbally and emotionally abused by Camille, and the physician diagnosed her with 995.51, victim of child emotional abuse. How can you give someone guardianship over somebody that she's been emotionally abused since a child? And now she's 27, and you're saying, oh, well, we need some more, we need something from 2020. We need something more current, when this is talking about her being abused her whole life. And I got all the evidence of this. But what does it say? Okay, and no, okay, let's see what it says right there. And we can zoom in real quick. And what does that say, man? anxiety, psychosis, victim of child emotional abuse. All right, this is 2015. And how old was she then? I think around 23. And she was a victim, and she's still a victim. This has not changed. But guess what? We're going to strike this evidence. Why? It's damning. How can you let somebody be a guardian of somebody when they've been abusing them their whole life? But we're going to continue, though. What else to say? 3. Let me just make this one more point. Angela Sally was again interested in SSI money for Camille, and it was noted as an expectation of treatment, also noting Camille was tested for intellectual disability, but was on a higher range of mild intellectual disability. So she didn't qualify for those type of services, i.e. to get money for a disability to the dismay of her mother. So she still was not worthy of helping and was homeless, moving from my apartment to a grandmother's apartment for 4 years. She only started helping once she could monetarily gain from being involved in her daughter's life via child support, tax credit, and food stamps. Right here, I could show it clearly on page 6. And let me get there. Page 6. Okay. Once again, the victim of childhood emotional abuse. Okay, Camille was raised in Cincinnati by her mother. She identified her mother to be insensitive to her mental health struggles and will often be verbally and emotionally abusive. Camille was bullied in school and learned difficulties. She had an IEP in second grade through high school. Okay, Camille reports high school kicked out her mother's house due to continued conflict. Per her mom, she was tested for intellectual disability, but on a higher range of mild intellectual disability, so she did not qualify for those type of services. All right. Camille has never been married and no children. Her father has a history of mental illness. There are some signs of mental health issues on her mother's side, but no one had been officially diagnosed. Right here is saying that her mother is mentally ill, and they're gonna let this is a doctor saying that the grandmother of my child who has custody of my child is mentally ill. Why? Why does she feel that way? Let me show you why. Let me show you why she feels she's mentally ill. Let me show you. Because she's a victim of child emotional abuse. And why is she being treated? Right here, you see right here, Z 6901, encounter for mental health services for a victim of child psychological abuse by a parent. See, all the rest of those diagnoses are results of her being mentally abused by a parent. But the reason that she's there is an encounter with mental health services for a victim of child psychological abuse. That's why she's getting health services. She's been abused by her parent. But I'm gonna continue in a second. But like I said, they're gonna ignore all this. But I'll continue.